Douglas coming in here saying, I'm first, damn it. Yeah, buddy. What's going on, man? Oh, the times it's been a long time since I've been on YouTube. I don't know which jobs you come back to. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna come back to YouTube permanently. I figured I'm in the process of setting up this room. I've got the computer itself set up. I got the lights set up. I got a whole bunch of other stuff that I want to get done. But is this my new apartment? Yeah. I mean, I've been here, I don't know, 4 or 5 months now, 6 months, something like that. But yeah, this is it. This room here, it's slowly getting done. I've done quite a bit in the last couple of days, but Casey Fuller, he says, hey, Mr. Clean. Yep. So, we take what we can get. Yeah. Like I said, I'm debating. I am out of trucking for good, though. So there's that. I do have a couple of jobs lined up. One I am really, really excited for, and I'm hoping and praying that I get it. If I do, Trucker Al's gonna be one happy man. But we'll see how it goes. Oh, Jax. Hello, Jax. How are you? So yeah, Trucker Al is no longer Trucker. I gotta come up with a different name. See how that goes. Oh, there's Miss April. Says hello, everyone. Oh, Carson, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Skeletor. What, YouTube all of a sudden pushing this video out or what? Last time I came out here, there was nobody. Hey, I'll take what I can get. So, yeah, the whole setup here is a process. Again, I may get back into YouTube. I may go over to the TikTok side of things. I'm not sure yet. Don't know. But I am getting the games up and updated and ready to go. So, streaming is definitely going to happen. I just don't know which platform I'm going to use. It might be YouTube. We'll see. Jack says, I'm just getting over COVID. Oh, hell no. Knock on wood. I have still yet to get it. Yeah. I've never, knock on wood, never gotten it. And I've never got the vaccine or anything. I have a little echo. Why? There's no reason why I would have an echo. There's only one audio source up, so there's no reason why I would have an echo. I never had it before, but I blame my hubby. Well, yeah, you got to blame it on somebody. I had COVID 4 times. Oh, hell no. need to stop hanging around people. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Yep. So here, let me. I'm gonna read you guys an email. If you didn't see it on TikTok, um, 'cause I posted it on there just to see what other people would say about it. It went exactly how I figured it would. Um, so I'm gonna read this off to you guys, but there's a little bit of a story ahead of this. So before I read this email, and I want your guys' opinion on this. So, um, when I started with the company that I was just at, I've been there 8 months now. Yeah, 8 months, a little over. So Jack says I don't have TikTok. All right, Jack, you'll get a kick out of this one. So when I first started here, okay, much like everybody else, with these smaller companies, when I was speaking to the recruiter, I specifically stated to them that the way I typically do things is I typically go out for 3 to 4 weeks, give or take, and I go home for one. Um, Now, typically I wouldn't be home 7 days, it'd be more like 5, and then roll out on the 6th day, something like that, maybe even a little less, depending on how things were going. And up until recently, nobody had any issues with it. Everything was working out perfectly fine. Now, the company that I was working for, they only had about 80 drivers, most of which were shit drivers. There was only like 5 or 6 of us that were there for a long period of time. Everybody else was kind of new, and they kind of rotate like every 2 3 months. For whatever reason, this company couldn't hold on to drivers. Um, I was making great money there. I had no issues with the money. Great mileage. I could pretty much go wherever I want. Really wasn't having any other issues other than your basic shit like traffic and weather conditions. I mean, I got stuck out in Oregon for 5 days and just, those kind of headaches. But as far as from the company's side of things, I had no issues with them at all. Now, recently, they had sent me a message. They had given me a raise, but they stated that they wanted to change up the home time a little bit. So the new thing was, if I stayed out for 2 weeks, it would be 2 days. 3 weeks would be 3 days. 4 weeks would be 5 days. Now, I wasn't happy about it, but I figured we'll try it. We'll see how it goes. Now, that lasted not even a month. Not even a month. And I get this email. Excuse me. So now, the email, it came from a lady named Danny, who they just hired within the last 2 months to take over the safety department in this company. Now, this lady is very outspoken. She's kind of high strung. She don't, I don't know, think before she speaks, I guess. So I had met her once, and she came in and she was shaking my hand, crazily, whatever. She was shaking my hand quite a bit because she was excited to finally meet somebody whose name has not crossed her desk. So now we're coming up to me coming home. Now, this email didn't go to just me. It went to every single driver that works for this company. I can't handle this one, so I don't have TikTok. Stay with YouTube, Douglas says. I might. What's up with everyone with a blue wrench? People with the blue wrench has, what do you call it? Control. They can kick people if need be. So the email goes as follows. This just came over last Tuesday. I got home on Monday. This came over on Tuesday. It says, "Good morning. I hope you're doing well. We wanted to send a friendly reminder about our home time policy. Just a quick check to make sure that we were all on the same page because we've noticed a few situations that might need a little bit of clarification. As per your agreement," now that's bullshit number one. This was not an agreement that I made. "Home time is 1 day off for every 1 week you are out, 7 days. Depending on your home time location, it's a minimum of 2 to 3 weeks out before going home. This policy is in place to ensure the efficient operation of our fleet and to meet the demands of our clients." Let me say that again. Meet the demands of our clients. First of all, we don't have clients. We run off the spot market. We don't have company freight. We don't have contracted freight. This woman came over from a mega carrier, First Bach or something like that. I don't know. However, we don't have contracted freight, so we don't have to meet the demands of any of our clients. We run off spot market. We book loads on the wind. Anyways, we also want to be sure that you are taking the home time you need to rest and replenish. This is a friendly reminder that any unauthorized home time carries a charge of $100 a day. This is the first time I've ever heard anything like this. So, for example, if I was to go out for 3 weeks, I would only be allowed home time of 3 days. If I was to take any more than 3 days, I would be charged $100 a day for every day that I took off. For shit. So then it says, please, moving forward, please be advised that all home time requests must be made in writing and sent to me. Now this is highlighted. Me, as in the new safety person there, needs to be sent to me in writing in an email or text at least 7 days in advance. My contact information is below in my signature. Your dispatcher is not authorized to approve home time. So in other words, I would have to send an email or a text message out to this lady now asking if I could be approved for home time. After I got this email, I then responded to her email. And let's see, I got this on Tuesday, I responded on Wednesday. So we got all of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 5 days later, and I've yet to get a response from her. But yet we're supposed to email or text her requesting home time when she can't even respond to a fucking email. For those of you that have been sticking to the guidelines, we truly appreciate your commitment and reliability, which is paramount in our industry. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions or concerns. Thanks a bunch for understanding and your cooperation. Safe travels. Yeah. So, let's see. Bandit, what's up, buddy? This dude. Sounds like BS to me. Yeah. I knew trolling your last video be like poking you in the side. All right, man. It's all good. So yeah, they, needless to say, I cleaned out the truck. There's been some things going on between the dispatcher and I that have, been pissing me off lately. And that kind of just tipped me over the edge. I refuse to work for a company like that. So I don't think the owners or anybody knew that she sent out that email until after it was already sent. I don't think that she had written it and had it approved to be sent out to the drivers. I think she took that upon herself and did that. Now, from my understanding, immediately after she sent that email, so far, well, I believe it was 6 drivers that up and left already, and that was not me included. That was other people that have up and got the hell out. So, yeah, I ended up cleaning out the truck, and it is what it is. I'm out of the trucking industry because I am so tired of this game. Every company's been doing this. They'll sit there and tell you, because I'm upfront and honest right from the start. I tell them straight out. I typically go out 3 to 4 weeks, go home for 1. Oh yeah, we can accommodate that. That'll work out perfect. Until I'm there. Now this one here, it actually lasted, much longer than most of the other companies. Like when I went through Leonard's Express, that lasted a month before they changed it up. This one here, 8 months later, they changed it up. Do I regret leaving Crete? Yes and no. Crete is a well-established company. They've got a lot of freight. They've got a lot of contracts. They take care of their equipment. They got mostly newer equipment. They got nice facilities. In that aspect, yes. However, I kind of got spoiled with this last company. Okay, so like with this last company, they gave me a brand new truck and a brand new trailer. Now, running off the spot market and not having contracted freight, I keep my trailer. So the trailer that when I attached it to the truck when I first got hired, it was the same trailer I've had this whole time. It's all live loads, so I don't have to do dropping hooks. There are things that I don't miss. Like say for example, I drop off a trailer and I go down and I pick up another trailer, and then I inspect that trailer and find out the thing's got no brakes or the tires are bald and the metal's showing through the tires. I don't miss that crap because now it's up to me to take the truck or take the trailer and go get it fixed. Now I'm wasting time that I'm not getting paid for it. That's the crap I don't miss with Crete is, I don't know, dealing with other people's problems, I guess. But yeah, I mean, Crete's not a bad company. I just don't miss the micromanagement crap. I don't miss the sensors in the truck. The lane departure or following too close and everything beeping at you and all that crap. I don't miss that. My truck that I just got rid of, I didn't have any of that. And that truck flew. And it's got 15 flats. Right. Yeah, that's the crap I don't miss. See, I was just getting to the point where I was starting to enjoy truck driving again. I mean, this company has been good to me. I will give them that. But the one thing that has bothered me the most was you 1099. Yes, I was. The one thing that, where was I going with this? I was starting to enjoy truck driving again. This company, like I said, this company has been really good to me. But I've gotten to the point where, all right, so I'm almost 45 years old. I've been working since I was 13 years old. Most of my jobs, I have done 70 hours a week or more. When I was driving a tow truck, I did that for 13, 14 years, whatever it was. I was doing 14-hour shifts, 5, sometimes 6 nights a week. 14-hour shifts. I go in at 5 o'clock in the evening, get out at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then, I've gotten to the point in my life where I feel like all I do is work. The last time I went on a vacation was 13 years ago. And yes, a lot of this is my fault. I should have maybe taken a vacation, sooner than now, but it is what it is. Now, again, I kind of felt like that's all I do is work. And ask April, I would come home and the first couple of days I'm catching up on sleep. And because, being out on the road, there's nights you get 3, 4 hours of sleep, and there's times where I'd go all week long and I would only get maybe 2, 3, 4 hours max a night. So by the time I got home and I got into my own bed and, was comfortable and not hearing the truck running and all that crap, Stephen Welch, what's up, buddy? Leading the Texas regional fleets. Yeah. What did they say when you left? Nobody has said anything yet. The driver manager that I've been talking to, he's not happy. He's still trying to get me to put my shit back in the truck. Because technically the truck is still here. They're still trying to convince me to get back into the truck. Now, when I got to that point where, like I said, I feel like all I do is work, and I have no personal life. Like I said, I come home from work, and I take the first couple of days, I'm catching up on sleep. I don't have any energy to do anything. And then I turn around and I'm right back out on the road. There's a lot of things, like the past holidays. I just worked all the way through Thanksgiving. I worked through Christmas. I worked right through the holidays. And I didn't even so much as get a thank you from the owners. Not one driver got a Christmas bonus. Nobody got anything. There's no appreciation whatsoever. No matter how hard you work or anything, there's just no appreciation at all. And, I kind of feel like it's time for me to change things up. I have an opportunity. I already did the interview. The interview went very well. I should be hearing back from her hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then by Tuesday. But this job, I want this job. I want this job. I am so freaking excited over this job, and normally I wouldn't allow myself to do this because there is a good chance she may call and say she decided to hire somebody else. So, let's see. You kept me over here at Creek going on 4 years in April. Started out hard, got really bad. They fired the lady who was the issue in the office, and now I'm sitting pretty with a younger group. Who did they fire? Oh, please tell me it was Angie. They let her go? I left the trucking industry about a year ago. Have no desire to return. Yeah. It's funny too because like the other day when I was cleaning out the truck and even all the way up until this morning, I'm tired of the trucking industry. I'm tired of getting treated like shit. I'm tired of the crap that we go through in the trucking industry. But then I'll be, flipping through TikTok and I'll see somebody driving out on like I was watching one this morning. They were on Interstate 80 heading east. And it looked like they were like near Lincoln, Nebraska or something. And, I was watching the sunrise this morning. I was like, oh, that I'm going to miss. But the bull crap. What are you doing? Talking to Carson. I was with JB Hunt most of my trucking career. All right. Skeletor says go to Prime. Shut your mouth. You're as bad as Will. There ain't no way in hell you won't catch me. I'll go to Swift before I go to Prime. I don't miss Crete 200-mile runs. Yeah, that was the other thing. A lot of short. I mean, I can't say all the time, but there were a lot of short runs. But I did have a lot of long hauls with Crete too. Regular 9-to-5 office job. Yeah. No, April got out of Walmart. That was kicking her ass. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know how things are gonna go, but, I don't know. Kinda is what it is, I guess. So, I mean, you also have to have the understanding that there's what we used to call trucker money. Okay, you can make very, very good money, and I made very good money out on the road. To the point where I know that there is absolutely nothing I can do here at home that's going to make me the money that I was making out there. So that's going to be a big adjustment. Because living off of a budget now, with trucker money, I would come home and we could do whatever we wanted to do. You want to go out somewhere? You want to go to, anything, go out to dinner or whatever. Money wasn't an issue. Lady named Trish or something. She came from Nebraska. Was a fleet manager down in Wilmer. Most of the runs are 500-ish miles, going back and forth through Texas. All right. Yeah, buddy. No, Angie was cool in the beginning, but her and I ended up butting heads at the end, and she's another reason why I won't go back there. Owner operator, probably the best thing to do in trucking. Now, no, absolutely not. The cost, well, it depends on how you're set up. If you have a truck that's paid for, then you could probably do okay. But for what the freight rates are horrendous. You can go on the load board. I've seen loads on there paying anywhere from 80 cents a mile to $1.20. Loads that I would normally get $9 grand for is down to maybe half, 4,500. And I'm talking loads like, say, from Washington State to the Carolinas, and they're only paying 4,500 for loads. It's going to cost maybe, say, 1,900 in fuel. And, oh, Mama's bringing in coffee. Thank you, darling. Coffee. Huh? Yeah, I know, I see that. Coffee. Me too. Yeah, so the way that the freight rates are now and what fuel prices are, I mean, I know fuel's up. I was just in Pennsylvania a week and a half ago. It was 482, I think. 482, 483 a gallon. So, Tick says, where's my coffee? I would not like to be an owner-operator at this point. Absolutely not. It's just, the pay is just, it's horrendous. The trucking industry alone, I mean, no matter how you look at it. Now, what I was doing, yes, I was making great money, making a great living. I was paid by the mile. But we were booking long haul loads. Most of my loads were 1,400 miles or more. And with a truck that's not governed, I was doing really well. And like I said, the loads weren't really an issue. I mean, I did have a couple of screwed up loads back in December. Like I said, I got stuck out in Oregon for 5 days. They shut down Interstate 84 right at the bottom of Cabbage Pass. They shut the 84 down there, and after they finally cleared the roads, they opened it up. 20 minutes later, a truck jackknifes so hard the trailer popped off the truck, and so they ended up closing the 84 down again. When they finally open it back up, there's 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So It was just a shit show out there. Getting through there was a joke. I've never been so nervous in an 18-wheeler in my life. But we made it through, obviously, and, but like I said, the business itself was fine. The company I worked for was fine. My dispatcher, it was to the point where he would send me the load, or he would book the load and send me the Raycon. And, okay, I'll let you know when I'm done. He wouldn't bother me at all. I'd go to the shipper, pick up the load, drive across the country, deliver the load, and then I would send him a message that said, hey, ready for the next load. And he would book the load, and that would be it. It was going perfectly fine. And I was actually looking forward to the weather changing, because now winter's almost over. We're gonna, be turning the corner here. We're gonna get spring. We could start doing the cross-country runs again and not have to worry about the snow, not have to worry about weather. I was looking forward to that because I knew I was gonna make sick money this summer. It was gonna be insane. But when you turn around and you say, okay, well, you're only allowed to go home for 3 days, and this is something that used to piss me off. I've got people who sit at a desk who work 8 hours a day. You go home every night, you have every weekend off, and you have every major holiday off. And you guys are the ones that are telling me that me staying out on the road for 3 to 4 weeks isn't enough. That's the shit that was pissing me off. I've got people sitting behind a desk 8 hours a day and then going home. And it's you guys that are telling me that I can't go home. That's what was pissing me. Ever think about applying for safety manager position in trucking or administration in trucking? I thought about it once. Now, where I live, the only company that's near me is Leonard's Express. Now, funny thing about that. When I was with Leonard's, when I was with Leonard's, they had a position open up for overnight dispatcher. And after talking to the nighttime supervisor, which was a guy, April actually knows the guy personally, Jason Voorhees, after talking with him, he kept telling me how he would struggle to keep an overnight dispatcher because, well, who the hell wants to work overnights? Me, I prefer overnights. Just who I am. I've worked overnights most of my life. So I actually went in and interviewed for that position. And when Jason and I sat down, he would ask me, do you know different programs that they use on a computer like Word and Excel and things like that, which I'm very fluent with. I can take Word, I can do Excel, no problem at all. It turned out I actually had more experience than he did with these programs. Now, after doing the interview, he had gotten upset with me because he had realized that I had more experience with these programs than he did. So there, as far as training goes, little to none. For whatever reason, I didn't get the job. Go figure. And it made no sense. Now, the funny thing is right after that, they ended up hiring some girl who, it turned out, it was a second job for her. And her primary job was literally working for my cousin. This girl that they hired to do the overnight dispatching. Her primary job was working with my cousin. My cousin owns her own hair nail salon place, whatever the hell it is. And this girl worked for my cousin full time, and she was driving, say about 45 minutes to an hour from her home to Leonard's Express. It was an hour commute one way. So I laughed at him, and I told Jason, I says, I don't give her 30 days. 2.5 weeks later, she quit. And, yeah. Let's see. Or even a dispatch position. Dispatcher, I would do. I would do dispatching in a heartbeat. But a lot of these companies, more so the smaller ones, like I said, the only mega carrier that I'm nearby would be Leonard's Express. There is a Swift out in Syracuse, but that's kind of far for me to drive, and I'm not going to commute to Syracuse. No, that ain't happening. But a lot of these smaller companies, they subcontract it out overseas because they pay them dispatchers next to nothing. And it's obviously much cheaper. Like, I think my dispatcher was from, oh crap, I don't remember. Somewhere near Pakistan. I don't know, somewhere out there. But, yeah, so a lot of these smaller companies subcontract it out to companies overseas. I'm not, I wouldn't mind doing something in the office to stay in the trucking industry, like dispatching or even driver manager or something like that. But I don't have that option where I live. Let's see. I get 80 cents as a company driver. I don't see how you can make it as an owner in the spot market. Right. Yep. 80 cents a mile with a company driver. That's good. As long as if you're doing over almost 3,000 miles or more, that's really good. Have you thought about GP Transco? They look like they pay a lot. They also TRC. That's vet owned, but I think it's only flatbed. No, flatbed. I think are you talking about TMC? I think TMC is what you're talking about. But no, I want to be done with the trucking industry. Like, for example, the job that I applied for that I'm waiting to hear back on, it's more of like a private investigation type stuff. That's what I'm looking forward to. That is what I'm looking forward to. Are you near C.R. England School? Probably heard you as an instructor. No, I'm not. Not anywhere near them. No, in fact, England, let's see, where the hell was their nearest one? Their nearest one used to be Burns Harbor, Indiana, and they got rid of that. Oh, van at Transco? Oh, I got you. Their nearest one used to be Burns Harbor, but they got rid of that. I heard they closed the one in Georgia as well. So that would leave, what, Texas, Salt Lake City, and California for C.R. England? Plus, I wouldn't go back there anyway. No, I think, like I said, I'm done with trucking. I mean, it was fun while it lasted. I did it for over 6 years, and C.R. England closed a lot of their schools. Yeah. Well, from my understanding, they didn't have a choice. They were ordered by a judge to close them. In fact, I just got a letter in the mail. They're looking at another class action lawsuit, and I just got a letter in the mail from, I don't know if it was C.R. England or their lawyers, but something about if I worked there, there was a whole month span, say like February to August or whatever in 2018, but I was already gone at that point. But apparently, if you were a driver there during those specific times, C.R. England lost a class action lawsuit that requires them to pay those specific drivers, and unfortunately, I wasn't on that list. However, about a year and a half ago, C.R. England had lost another class action lawsuit that I should have been a part of. Now, when I called C.R. England to discuss this, to see, I got $13 so far from, you got that. But there was one that I was supposed to be a part of, and I have obviously moved since I was at CR England, and so I know CR England didn't have my current address. So if they were to send me anything, I never got it. But so I ended up calling them, and I was talking to a lady about it, and she got pissed off at me when she found out what it was I was calling for. She got pissed off at me and hung up on me, and that was that. I got $10. I got 13. Yep. So I think Will may have gotten a check from him, but it was like $6 or something like that. That's horrible. Yeah. So, but yeah, if I really want this private investigating job, that's what I'm holding out. Although, again, you know, I got the driver manager from the company that I was just at. He's trying hard. He's trying really hard to get me back in that truck. Yeah. No, sir. So what else is going on? That's about it on my end. I mean, trucking industry that's been my life for the last 6 years, so really not much to talk about when it comes to there. At JB Hunt, the medical benefits weren't working for me. They sent me a text asking me to come back. Stuck a big one. Too much money out of pocket. Yeah, benefits nowadays? Yeah. Yeah, they're through the freaking roof. England is hiring experienced drivers. You know, for shits and giggles, I thought about calling them just to see what they would offer me. You know, CPM. It'd be hilarious. You know, I just found out while I was just talking to Will the other day, and he was talking about how somebody he knows they got out of the lease program and went to company driver. And I just found out that Prime starts their drivers out at 52 cents a mile. It's like, what the hell? How do you, I mean, even if you, so 52 cents a mile, I mean, even if you did 3,000 miles for the week, that's $1,500. Take out taxes, you'd be lucky to bring home $1,000. 6 years experience, 17 cents a mile. Hey man, that was 13 or 3 cents higher than what I started with. Was it 14 or 16? I don't remember. It was either 14 or 16 cents a mile. I remember that they used to start out at. CR England keeps calling you. Oh my God. They don't have my number. Is Will still with Prime? Oh yeah. He won't leave Prime. Ain't no way in hell. No, he is all about Prime. I mean, he's constantly looking. He's always looking at different options, but I don't know. He's stuck there at Prime. Yep. So I started this new game, and I'm kind of into it, but it takes a lot. What the hell was the name of it? City Skyline 2. So if you guys haven't seen that video, you guys got to YouTube that. That game is pretty neat. Condos, 60 cents per mile, ultra. In a gal anymore? What's that mean? Mean gain? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do some gaming. I've got an issue going on with GTA 5, and I don't know how to fix it. So for whatever reason, Rockstar has locked me out, and my password isn't working. And for whatever reason, I keep getting this thing that pops up that says that they want me to, I gotta pay somebody in order to retrieve the password or something. I gotta pay like $4 or whatever the hell it was. And that's just not fucking happening. So I may have to create and like delete GTA right out of the system. And literally start from scratch. For example, with a whole new email, I'd have to create a new email, new Rockstar account, all that crap. What happened to the farmer game? I still got that one. Yeah, I don't even know if it's downloaded yet. Yeah, I got Farming Sim 22 in here. Yeah, I got quite a few games on this. City Skyline 2 is the newest one. Still got the trucking sim, that's obviously not going anywhere. Got the Flight Simulator, Sniper, Ghost Warrior, Contract 2. I don't know, we'll see. I missed that game. What game? Oh, the Farming Sim? Yeah. Yeah, we'll get back into it slowly but surely. Like I said, I gotta figure out what my schedule is, because if I end up doing the PI job, it's overnights. So, what I would probably end up doing is, depending on what my days off were, is I would stream on those evenings. I miss watching you guys doing that game. Yeah. Gotta get Hell Drivers too. Yeah, the farm sim music, it was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, April's computer's not here, so it's not like her and I could jump back onto that, but things are different than what they used to be. That's for sure. Yeah, well, yeah, we're definitely gonna get back into gaming. Slowly but surely. Well, I mean, right now I'm still setting things up. Like, I just set up what's called the Go XLR. It does all the audio. I still got some things I got to program to that. The computer itself is just about completely set up, but I do want to do something different with this. This shit here I don't like. So I got to do something different with that. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I miss all of y'all. I was reminiscing Al last week, liking old videos to see if he would upload. California news, $20 per hour for fast food workers beginning April. You know, and that, you know, that's something else. Okay. From a truck driver standpoint, let me explain something to you. Me and Will went through this. So, on average, when you go, no matter where you go, Wendy's, McDonald's, whatever, I was spending almost $20 on a meal because it's so freaking expensive. Now think about this. $20 on a meal. If you ate twice a day, that's $40 a day just to eat. Times 7. That's $280 a week. Again, $280 a week just to eat. One person, twice a day. 280. So now, 2, 4, 6, 8, 163, 20, 9, 10, 11, $1,120 a month. $1,120 a month just to eat as a truck driver if you ate twice a day. Tell me that ain't some shit. Now here's another one that'll be an ass kicker. We'll not get into the conversation about how, like, the pilots and Flying J's and the TAs like to charge their truck drivers $20 a night to park so they can sleep. Yes, $20 to park. But now they're upwards to $17 and $20 to take a freaking shower. If you don't have points or you don't have the credits, it's $17 to $20 depending on where you go. Just to take a shower. 37 cents for rain. What do I think team drivers should be making with 8 weeks out? Depends on what company you're working for. Are you working on contracted freight? Are you working on the spot market? It depends. Team drivers out 8 weeks minimum. That's a long freaking time, man. Two months out minimum. They're talking, and I thought my life consisted about work. Can you imagine? I mean, I think it would be, I guess it would be a lot nicer if, like, it was a husband and wife team, or, you know, say, for example, like April, like she was saying, she was going to come out with me. It would have made things a little bit easier. However, it would have gotten to the point where, okay, this is all we do. You know, we're driving truck. You know, yes, we got, you know, the different sceneries and stuff like that. And if you go out west, yeah, you could stop and pull into a casino or something like that. But I'm not a big gambler, so, April just had to throw that fact out now, didn't you? I can't do teams, can't sleep if the truck's moving. Yeah, and yeah, me neither. I wouldn't be able to do that either. I mean, I guess it depends on who it was. If it was somebody that I know that had plenty of experience, say, for example, like Will, if me and Will were to team up, I don't think I'd have problems sleeping. But, England wants me to team up with someone. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Crystal Johnson. Yeah. But like I said, I don't know if Crystal's still on here, but like I said, it depends. You know, are you running contracted freight or are you running off the spot market? Because that's going to make a big difference. I mean, spot market freight for teams, that's like bottom of the barrel type shit now. You don't see a lot of teamwork under the spot market. I mean, they're out there, but definitely ain't paying for shit. No, like I said, it would have to be somebody that I know is experienced enough, but I teamed with my ex-husband, couldn't sleep, he scared me. Phone is in one hand, soda in the other, steering wheel. Yeah, some people get too damn comfortable. Hell, even I wouldn't do that. I mean, I know I've done some crazy shit in an 18-wheeler, but, you know, first of all, if I'm in traffic, Covenant Transport is a team company, I think. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, so far I have no regrets. I have no regrets on getting out of it. And I'll tell you, if I land this other job, I'm definitely not going to have any regrets. I mean, obviously the pay is not nearly what I was making truck driving, but at least I could be home every day. I'm going to enjoy what I'm doing. You know, I'll have 2 days off, you know, stuff like that. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And it's not, I mean, I've been home, what? Tomorrow will be a week? Yeah, today's Sunday. So tomorrow it'll be a week for me that I've been here. If I leave Crete, GP Transco. Covenant sucks. Tell me what company doesn't suck. That's what I'd like to know. Because, I mean, I've been to a lot of companies, as most of you know. They all suck. Have I ever looked into Hirschbach? I had a friend of mine who worked there, and he wasn't happy with them. See, you guys got to remember, like a lot of these companies, like Hirschbach and Prime and all that, these are all mega carriers. Mega carriers are all the same. You're all going to have all that safety shit on your trucks. Everything's going to be beeping at you if you're following too close or you get too close to the line. The thing's. I don't want those headaches. That's micromanagement bullshit. And it's contracted freight. Now, yes, in a time like this, contracted freight is good. However, once the spot market turns around, once we get a new president, and the spot market turns around, it's going to be a hell of a lot better on the spot market than it would be contracted freight. You could always work for DHL delivery, tires to discount. You're 34 at home. Yeah, but the only thing with that is that's the only time off you get is your 34-hour reset. And I hear a lot of those companies, especially DHL, they are up your ass. They want you back in that truck the moment your reset is up. No, I mean, you guys, again, I mean, I've been working for over 30 years, and it is not trying to get technical, but I'm freaking tired. Obviously, I still have to work, until I hit the freaking lottery. Plus, I would get bored out of my mind. I mean, even now, I mean, I've been sitting home for the last week, and it's to the point where, like, if I was still truck driving, I would be looking forward to getting in the truck and getting the hell out. I've been home almost a week now. But I just want a simple go to work, do 8, 9, 10 hours, turn around, come home, and not have to think about work. Once I clock out, I'm done. I go home. One of the other jobs that I've applied for and just did an interview Friday for was forklift. There's a company not too far from where I live. They load building materials, like steel beams and lumber and stuff like that onto flatbeds. That's something else I'm looking into. So I'd still be in the trucking industry. I'll just be on the other end of it. I'll be on the forklift instead of in the truck. I've applied at like 2 or 3 of those. I wouldn't mind doing that, loading trucks. Me too, I get tired of trucking. Yeah. Here's the thing. Like I said before, the company that I was working for was a great company, and I had no issues with them until now. And that is an issue that I refuse to work with. You are not reducing my home time and increasing my work time. I'm not going to stand for that. I don't give a shit what company it is or how well I'm doing there. And again, they had me in a 2024 Kenworth T680, beautiful truck. And I had truck trailer's only 5 months old. It's a 2023 Great Dane trailer. Beautiful equipment. Truck ran beautiful. None of that safety equipment shit. It's not governed. I mean, I don't have any of that crap that you get from the mega carriers. Again, I had no issues with this place, and had I not gotten that email, I'd still be with them. In fact, I'd probably be leaving out of here tomorrow morning. But that email pushed me over the edge, and I refuse to work for it. I'm not going to work for people like that. You're going to sit there and charge your drivers $100 a day for home time? Get the fuck out of here. I'm not working for people like that. That is what I'm doing now. Forklift shipping and receiving. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. And like I said, I've applied at like 2 or 3 of those that are hiring around here for that. I wouldn't mind doing that. I'll load up the trucks. And like I said, the one lady, she called me Friday. I had a chat with her over the phone, and that job, like I said, it was loading up building materials, and then she said like 10% of the time I would be in a truck. So say for example, if somebody called in sick and they needed to get this material to a job site locally around here in the area, I would be the one. I would load up the truck, secure it, and then get in the truck, take it, deliver it, and come back. That I'm okay with. So, but I want the PI job. That's the job I want. I've done this job in the past, and I had a great time doing it. Dump truck? I did dump truck just before I went over the road. That's what I was doing. I had a long nose Peterbilt 10-wheel dump, 13 speed. That was a nice truck too. It was a pretty blue. Yeah. I could do dump truck. I wouldn't mind doing that. The only problem with that is, a lot of the companies around here are more seasonal with that. Usually in the wintertime, things tend to slow down, so you don't work as much. I need something that's more consistent. Spring, summer, and fall, yeah, I could drive dump truck all day long. But if they don't have winter contracts, then I'd have to find something else to do in the winter. Yeah. That was another one. That was some long ass freaking hours. I think that was more the guy that I was working for. He just started his own company. He had maybe 4 or 5 trucks, but we were working around the clock. I would go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. We'd work that job until say 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Go home, eat, take a shower, do what you got to do. Be back to work by 8:30, or back at the shop by 8:30. In the truck by 9, and we would end up doing the state contract out on the thruway, out on the 90. And we'd work from like 9 till 3 o'clock in the morning. And then you turn around, go home for a couple hours, be back at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. We did that nonstop. It was crazy. You'd be getting an hour and a half sleep. Sometimes I just said the hell with it and slept in the dump truck, just because I would get more sleep. That was a lot of work. I don't know. We'll see how things go. Yeah. But I am going to hang things up for now. When am I going to be back on? I don't know. I can't make any promises. I'm actually surprised that YouTube pushed this out as much as it did. I was not expecting all these people. So, hopefully I can, maybe I'll get the truck simulator set up, and maybe next time I stream on YouTube, we'll do the trucking sim. It's set up and going. I mean, I could have jumped on it tonight. Just been driving the truck while we sit here and chat. Probably what I should have done. But, yeah, we'll see. Maybe, maybe tomorrow we'll jump on. Tomorrow evening. We'll jump on here. We'll play some of the truck sim and then, see how things go. But I'm going to hang it up for now, and we'll see you guys soon.